Okay. Welcome back. This is the Headaches and Hot Takes podcast. You know where you are. You clicked on the podcast. You press play. You clicked on the YouTube. Hopefully, you press that subscribe button. And if not, consider doing so. And then you press play. Welcome back to Headaches and Hot Takes, guys. We love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Welcome back. I'm your host, Chaperian. The guy on the right side of the screen. What am I feeling like? What? You tell me.
You're feeling a little extra lovey-dovey, man. Giving out kisses.
Mwah, 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 mwah. I just love our listeners.
Valentine's Day just ended.
I love our listeners. Don't you?
What a guy.
Well,
who's full of more love and who's full of more hate?
Between the two of us?
Those crowns are obvious, yeah.
Are you sure about that? That's tough. I got my hateful moments. I talked about shoving a cane up a guy's butt and through his mouth.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Not that long ago.
I haven't gone that far. Yeah.
So
yeah,
the bar is high. But by the way, who are you?
You haven't said yet.
I think your name is Hearn, a.k.a. the Sanrio Shogun, a.k.a. the Game Freak, a.k.a. the Candy Crush Crony, the Herniator. What's up, buddy? Welcome back.
Tasty.
Pumped to be recording. Yo, those little chocolate balls with the sprinkles in Candy Crush, I assume they're chocolate. Do you know what I'm talking about?
They look good.
I think I've played maybe 1 or 2 levels of Candy Crush ever. But those ones look delicious. It's not a game that appealed to me. I'm not a mix and match guy, and if I am, it's gonna be like Tetris, you know.
It's so rigged, dude. It is so rigged, that game.
It is.
Like there be times, like I don't know how much you know of Candy Crush, but there's these little fish that would like I don't know what they're technically programmed to do. I don't know if there's like a actual definition. Like these fish will always bite the piece they should, but they don't. And like Sometimes you'll use them and it's these little fish and they like scatter and they seek out certain bits. And it's always like at the beginning of the game, they're hitting the right pieces, making everything fall. Like, great. Then at the last move, you make 2 fish go out and they'll go to every piece but where they're supposed to go. Like,
oh my gosh.
Cool.
Yeah, there's moves, right, to beat levels in, right?
Yeah. Dude, how much money have boomers spent in Candy Crush?
We're going to find out today because that's exactly one of the things we're going to be talking about, good sir. It's part of the curveball.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
Whoa!
Before we get into that, we got something else exciting that I want to talk about. Kind of our first little live event thing that we mentioned mentioned like a month or 2 ago. We're like, we should do that. It's a good idea. Next Saturday, live on Twitch. Not on Headaches and Hot Takes channel. Don't be confused. It's going to be at Chaperian, Chaperian, on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Chaperian. We're going to go head-to-head to prove who the better video game player is. Host versus host. And some of the following games. You want to read them off for us, pal? Some of the games we have discussed.
Some of the games we have discussed is, of course, Fortnite.
Our favorite.
Of course. Yeah, the game we rage at almost daily.
You mean me.
Yeah,
you don't rage.
Yeah, I should have said that. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're being nice, pal. I'm literally like yelling at you and Kat nonstop, like, get over there. Why did you do that? And it's not. Here's the crazy part. I'm better than I used to be. I'm way better than I used to be. You can ask Kat. I used to just be like constant. You make one mistake, I'm like, bah! Like immediately. Like you make one mistake. Like it's as if I'm some Fortnite god, and I'm not. But like, I'm better now. Yeah.
Fortnite. Mario Maker. Honestly, where we started, where we ever started.
Probably where we started chatting.
Communicating with each other. Yeah.
Great game.
Donkey Kong. A game
OG
from
arcade Donkey Kong. Except it's on the NES. It's on the NES. On the Switch. That's how we're going to be playing.
Speaking of OG arcade, Galaga. My boy Galaga.
Great game.
Mario Party. Perhaps one of the most rage-inducing party games.
It's very doucheating.
It's my speech impediment. Rage-inducing. And more, if necessary. Oh my god. And more, if necessary.
Yeah, we at the moment have settled on a best of 7, right? And but like if obviously it could end in 5 games. And spoiler alert, it's going to with the games we have picked right now. I'm gonna crush you in Fortnite. I'm gonna crush you in Mario Maker. I'm gonna crush you in Donkey Kong. I'm gonna shock the world and beat you in your game of Galaga. And I'm gonna crush you in Mario Party as the 5th game just for fun. So you better choose some other games, pal, that you can kind of clutch up and beat me at because
Well, I'm
That's inputting
confused
right
because
now.
if it's out of 7, why do we need 5 games? We
we
wouldn't.
don't.
So what,
That's why I said I'm
that's
going to
why
win
you
the
said just
first
for
4,
fun.
and then we're going to play the 5th game
Just
for fun.
Okay. If you beat me at Galaga, I will log off. I will.
You're like, that's it. That's it right there.
That is of all games ever. If I had to pick you are going to play a person on the planet in a video game. I'm picking Galaga.
Dang.
That's my game, dude.
I actually don't think I'll beat you in Galaga, to be fully transparent. But in the spirit of competition, I'll act like I am. I have a shot. And we'll see.
You always do.
But I'm excited. That is going to be live on Saturday, the Saturday after this goes live, which is, oh, my calendar is not the way it used to be.
The 2nd?
Saturday, March the 2nd, twitch.tv/Chaperian.
Be there, be there, be there.
It's going to be fun. It's just going to be for fun, kind of a Headaches and Hot Takes live event, host versus host. If you guys enjoy it, it could be the first of many. I think we'll get some funny little clips, maybe a funny VOD out of this as well. And I'm really excited to give it a shot overall. So want to get that out of the way before we started. Saturday, March 2nd, 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going to go for at least a couple hours. So
Be there, be there, be there.
Be there, be there, be there. Or else.
So tell me about all the money that these boomers have spent on Candy Crush, because that's what you said you were going to say.
Well, let me preload it the way I was going to. I'll talk about what's going to happen. One of my good friends is a very interesting person with a lot of knowledge, but sometimes I find his perception on other people's thoughts, other people's realities, to be a little misled. Okay? This was, I think, back in September, maybe October. We were having a discussion. And he uttered the following sentence to me, saying, Lord of the Rings is absolutely more popular than Star Wars. And there is absolutely zero chance that that's true. Which is bigger, which makes more money, which has more fans. It's Star Wars every single time. It's
Which
Star
is
Wars.
better.
That's what I said. I'm like, if you want to say one's better, that's cool. More popular, that was the argument. More popular.
Yeah.
Okay? Minecraft's the most popular video game of all time. It is not the best video game of all time. Both of us would agree that it's not, surely. It's not the best video game of all time. You think it might be?
No.
Okay. Don't do that. You know, getting a little cutesy and stuff. Miss me with that, pal. Miss me with that.
You were getting riled up. I like that. Like,
So I'm just going to tell you right now, based off of money grossed, okay, because there was a list of the highest grossing media franchises, which I find is a very objective way to say which has been more popular throughout its lifespan. Star Wars, 4th all time. Lord of the Rings is like 58th. It is nowhere near as popular as Star Wars. That was an egregious statement.
Yeah, that dude's kind of stupid for saying that. Again, if he wanted to say this is if he
stupid.
Said, if he wanted to say this is
of mine.
better, if he wanted to say Lord of the Rings is better than Star Wars, I'd say yes.
Yes. Yes.
But saying it's more
I don't
popular,
agree with that actually, but
it's
if you want to say that, that's fine. I'm not going to fight you for it.
No.
Sorry, you hate Star Wars.
It's just, dude, it's no franchise. I tweeted the other day, I'm on Rocket League. The Mandalorian Battle Pass. I'm like, what the crap does the Mandalorian have to do with Rocket League?
What do the Ninja Turtles have to do with Fortnite?
But everybody's in Fortnite. Nobody's in Rocket League. There's no collabs
NASCAR.
unless they're cars.
Lightning McQueen.
Unless they're cars. Yes.
Are there not spaceships? Like Star Wars spaceships as cars?
There
That'd
weren't.
be really fun.
There weren't.
Are there now? That's kind of cool.
I don't think there still are. That's why I'm like, what does this stuff have to do with anything? It's like a decal of the Mandalorian on a car. I'm like, why don't we have everybody? Put every Fortnite collab you've ever had in there, because now Epic owns all of them, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure Eminem
the licensing rights, but you want Eminem.
Sure
I want
would
Eminem
love.
driving my car. When can my Fortnite skin drive
cool.
my Rocket League car?
in Fortnite.
Well, Rocket Racing sucks. Rocket Racing is not
It does.
fun.
It's terrible, dude. Honestly, Rocket League is terrible. Rocket League is a terrible game. It is.
You're
it's one of
saying
my favorite
this?
games. I love playing it. At its core, on the field, playing the game, it's fine. The UI sucks. The
UI's
people who
bad.
take care of it suck. The battle passes, whatever they're called,
It's been
rocket
badly
passes always
managed.
suck. It's managed terribly. There are so many things I'm like, how is this still in a 2024, like, up to date live action game? I don't understand. So and it got considerably worse once Epic bought them. But
There you go.
I digress. I digest, as you like to say.
I digest. Yes, freaking sir.
So anyway, what's this have to... So Star Wars is fourth over time. How does Candy Crush come into this?
Well, it's going to be one of the things I'm going to ask you about. I'm going to give you some little hot, rapid-fire questions here. Giving you 2 media franchises, and you have to tell me which has grossed more all time. I think it's going to be a fun concept. Are you ready, sir?
Okay. I'm in.
I'm going to end this, by the way. I'm going to name the top 10 of all time. I think that's interesting. I think the top 10 highest grossing media franchises of all time. I think it's interesting.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. Love Watch Mojo.
Do you? They're pretty good.
Love 'em.
They're just very repetitive, is all. You know, after a while, I'm like, I feel like I've seen all. You've seen one, you've seen them all, you know. Just my thought.
Yeah, that could be true.
Anyways. All right. Starting off hot here. Which has grossed more money all time? Transformers or Cars? Cars, the Disney franchise.
Dude, Cars. I'm going to put money on Cars.
You think Cars has grossed more of all time?
I think Cars is high up there, is it not?
It's very high up there. Way higher than I thought it would be, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
It is just beneath Transformers, though. Just beneath it. Transformers all time has grossed $25 billion dollars.
No,
Cars
billions.
from 2006 with a 22-year gap on Transformers, $21.5 billion to 25.
That's what's crazy. The amount of media available and to be on its tail versus the entirety of Transformers. That's insane, dude. That's insane.
So Transformers is 13th all time. Cars is 15th.
Wow.
Cars is the 15th highest grossing media franchise of all time. Not even just American franchises. It's all media franchises.
That's crazy.
So I thought that was an interesting one. I've got another one here that I think is kind of interesting to kind of compare here. Which do you think has grossed more all time between 2 Disney heavyweights? Lion King or Toy Story?
Oh, God. It absolutely should be Toy Story because the Toy Stories are amongst the greatest animated movies ever.
Well, let me give you some insight here.
Technically 3 Lion Kings? 3.5 Lion Kings?
Yeah, but here's how it works, though. The Lion King has money coming from musical theater, merchandise sales, box office, and home entertainment being included here. Toy Story has retail sales, box office, VHS sales, and DVD and Blu-ray sales. It's actually possible there's things missing. I actually noticed there's 0 merchandising figures for Toy Story listed here.
Which is like, how is that possible?
Extend its
That's
lead
what it
or
is.
be the
It's
reason
about
for the
toys, you idiots. It's about toys.
If
and you're not going to include merchandise sales?
What do you want them to do? So
they have the figures for the VHS sales, but they don't have the figures for the toys?
Readily available, yes. If what it's worth, this list is consistent.
They're leaving that out. In this list, Lion King's going to be above it, isn't it? And it's because they're leaving out the merchandise sales for Toy Story. 100% has to be. Is that the case?
The Lion King does beat Toy Story.
No, it doesn't.
$15.2 billion to $14.8.
How do you forget a film franchise about toys?
Doesn't mean they forgot it. It means they're not available. If the figures aren't available, what do you want them to do?
There's no way they're not available. They don't have the figures for VHS sales in 2002 for Toy Story, but don't have figures for the toys. Because half of those toys didn't exist until those movies. So how could they have the VHS numbers but not the toy numbers?
Oh, dude. Okay. The toy numbers are included in retail sales. It was $9 billion as of 2022. It's now 11. When I said retail sales, which is not a tab for Lion King, Toy Story merchandise is retail sales. I don't know why they classified them differently.
First off, that's stupid. Second off, I still don't believe it.
It's actually it destroyed Lion King in merchandise sales for what it's worth. But dude, Lion King has $8.1 billion in Broadway. Well, Toy Story's not on Broadway.
God.
That counts. It's the franchise.
God. It counts.
It's really close. It's only $400 million apart. Sounds like a lot, but when you're talking billions, it's not that much.
Not these numbers, right?
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's interesting. I thought like the retail sales, they definitely did a lot better than Lion King, but Lion King edges it out a little bit. Lion King's my favorite movie of all time, pal. So you can watch it, or I'm gonna come through that screen.
What?
It's my favorite movie of all time. Yes.
Okay, no disrespect, I don't care about your movie opinions because you admit that you can't watch movies. So
I didn't say it was the best movie of all time. I said it's my favorite. We've had this discussion: best versus favorite.
I understand.
Very different.
To have Lion King as either your favorite or your best is incorrect.
I used to watch it like once a month in college. It was great.
You could probably quote a lot of it then. You could probably tell me the whole movie.
Probably more than you'd think, but it's good. It's my favorite movie of all time. It's great.
Oh, I just can't wait till Dad
You're gonna get copyrighted struck. Oh, until what? What did you say?
That's what he's saying. He says, I just can't wait till Dad dies. That's the
He
whole
is kind of
musical
saying
number.
that, isn't he? Yo, can we talk about that for a second?
That's a whole song, dude.
Talking about I can't wait to be king. You ain't king till your daddy pass away. What are you thinking? That's a terrible thing to say.
That's what he says. He's marching around, and then he watches his father die, and then what is it? 5 minutes later, he's singing with two people he's never met before in the jungle.
He runs away. And he's sad, and he's singing Hakuna Matata, but the Hakuna Matata song sequence takes place over his entire adolescence.
A decade, yeah. But the fact of the matter is, he's like, man, my dad just, he wanted his dad to die because he literally sung about it. He watched his dad die. And then 5 minutes later, he's like, what is happening? Favorite movie of all time. Get out of here.
You think it's really 5 minutes, Lion King time? That he's in the jungle running away from home and he finds Timon and Pumbaa?
From movie runtime? From the
movie
moment?
runtime.
From the moment Mufasa dies to him, like, over it, I bet you is no more than...
Who cares about
no
movie
more than 7 minutes.
runtime? Movie runtime, you can jump years and seconds. I watched Ninja Turtles 3, Turtles in Time. They jumped from Japan 1603 to New York 1993.
Okay.
Well, that was only a 2-second jump.
But it doesn't matter. If I, as the audience, am watching, my time doesn't pass that quickly. So if I'm watching, I'm like, man, I just watched the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. In 5 minutes, I'm not... I guess that's why Hakuna Matata is so catchy, because it does try to, it's got to...
They're telling him to stop worrying about it and to feel better.
Hey, it don't matter.
The song.
Your dad died. Get over it,
sounds
kid.
Like you're a Lion King
you
hater.
Asked for it anyway.
You need to take your Lion King hater hat off, because it sounds like you are. You're mad that Toy Story barely has not made as much money as it, despite having 4 theater movies, soon to be 5, and Lion King has 1.
Well, that's partially because, and I think you admitted it. I mean, Toy Story is not on Broadway, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's I would hope a franchise,
and you'll see that as a frequent theme in this.
Right. But the fact is, Lion King has merchandise available. It's just not selling that much.
Yeah.
Toy Story is literally not on Broadway. It's a whole category missing. Yeah. So
of
no,
course.
Toy Story should be Lion King.
I mean, I think if they put Toy Story on Broadway, it would do at least $400 million in sales. I'd imagine, anyways.
Probably 401 million, Drew.
It's got a movie coming out. It'll do over 400 million. It'll pass it, so you don't have to worry about that.
That it will.
Should not be a 5th movie coming out, though. What are we doing, people? Stop.
Shouldn't have been a 4th.
Stop. Should have been a 4th. Definitely shouldn't be. The 3rd ended. Mwah.
Perfectly.
Perfect way to end that franchise. Very sad. Probably some tears wiped away.
I cried.
But hey, it's fitting. We move on from our toys. We all do. And then what do you do?
Except for some of us. Some of us have toys. We both have toys behind us.
I've got more that you can't see, too. And the stuff over here is like all toys, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
So figures and Legos and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, stop distracting me. This is not the Distractions podcast. It's the Headaches and Hot Takes podcast.
What next?
We'll say whatever we want to.
What stupid ranking is next?
What do you think has grossed more all time?
I like how you ask me every time.
Call of Duty or Despicable Me?
Oh, God, the Minions.
The Minions.
The Minions, dude. The Minions have to push that over Call of Duty.
The Minions have grossed $11.3 billion all time in just 14 years of existence. Call of Duty triples that. $31 billion since 2003.
Wow. I figured Call of Duty's not nothing, obviously. Been around for that long. But I thought for sure
it rounds out the top
Minions?
10. It is the 10th highest grossing media franchise ever.
Wow.
Ever.
That is crazy, dude. It's
it
not.
is
It'll fall
to me.
It'll fall with its current track record.
Looking at some of the stuff that's really close to it, which you're gonna be surprised at one of the ones that's over here in a minute, but we'll get to that in a minute. All right, we'll do like 2 more here. What do you think has grossed more all time? Paw Patrol or Star Trek? Why are you laughing?
I have gotten every single one of these wrong.
Have you? Have you got them all wrong?
Literally everyone.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say Star Trek almost solely because of how long it's been around.
You did wrong again.
Oh my god, dude!
You're terrible at this. You're like my friend who thought Lord of the Rings was more popular than Star Wars.
No, I'm not. Do not put me in camp with that man. No, do not.
Because you know better than that. You're like, nuh-uh.
No. Better.
Better? He says better, and he thinks it's better too.
Absolutely, it is.
I think because he thinks it's better, he thinks it's more popular.
Yeah,
well, I like it better, so it's got to be more popular. That's just not how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Trek has grossed $10.7 billion all time. Do you know how much Paw Patrol has grossed? $14.4 billion freaking
How is
dollars.
that possible? I don't understand.
Paw Patrol.
Retail's got to be huge for Paw Patrol.
Retail is literally 14 of the 14.4 billion.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah. It has a grip on like the boys of that entire era.
Yeah.
It's their Blue's Clues. It's their Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? So Power Rangers, by the way, I don't think I've seen Power Rangers. It's got to be on here. Got to be on here, right? There it is. Okay.
One would think.
Let me find another one to compare Power Rangers to real quick. I got a good one here.
The single one right. This is insane.
All right. Which has
and I got 1 for 7.
More all time? The Super Mario franchise or Power Rangers?
It's got to be Super Mario franchise.
That's not, bro. Power
What?
Rangers has made more all time than Mario.
No way. How?
This is for something, dude. Keep going.
The Power Rangers have not been around. I mean, they had that one movie like what 5 years ago. That was bad.
Dude, this is for something that I have thought about often. I don't think the profits in video games are nearly as good as you would imagine. I don't think they're all that good.
Call of Duty's 10, and Call of Duty doesn't have any retail. The retail or the merchandise of Mario? The merchandise of Mario, dude, there's no way.
It's $8.6 billion. Power Rangers is 8.67.
I sincerely don't believe that. I just don't.
You know their movie made $1.4 billion? That's really good.
That last one that sucked?
The Mario movie. Mario.
Oh, here, talking about the
Power Rangers all time has made $182 million in the box office. Mario in one movie made $1.4 billion. So no, it's like 10x. Billion.
There's no way, dude.
It's really close. I think it's 700. I guess it would be $70 million splitting the two. And it's because all except for 200 million of Power Rangers all time, which by the way almost all comes from movies, is from merchandise. Think about how many toys were sold, dude.
I get that, dude, but how many? There's Mario everywhere.
There's a literal 7.2 billion.
There's a literal amusement park now that is Mario. The whole park.
That'd be going towards Universal, though. You're not going to split that up by Mario because it's not Mario tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
It's a flawed system, perhaps. It's a flawed system. Justice for Mario.
That's dude. Mario beats Power Rangers. Get out of here.
I'm gonna have to give you one more, bro. You're disappointing me here. One more. You got to get one right. This is the last one, no matter what.
I thought you were giving me a layup of Mario.
The last one, no matter what. Okay.
Okay.
Your favorite franchise, including Goku and Vegeta. What's it called again? God. What's it called?
Oh, that one?
Yeah, what's it called?
I think it's called Dragon Ball.
There it is.
Dragon Ball.
Or Fortnite. What's made more all time?
Dude, see, this has been so stupid because obviously I'm immediately gonna say Fortnite.
Okay. You're wrong again.
No way, dude. It's gotta be. How is this possible, dude? First off,
really close, and Fortnite will pass in the next year or two. Quite literally.
This is proof. Literally today. We had this one meeting once a month. We had this new team member brought in. She was like an executive level, so like they sent out this big email whenever she joined about get to know Lily. I ain't reading that crap. I don't care who you are. Today in that meeting, we had like a this will be fun. we'll have a 7-question quiz on who knows Lily the best. And it was like, how many kids does Lily have? What's Lily's favorite pastime? Whatever.
Is this her real name? You should stop saying her name.
Yeah, that's her real name. It was seven questions, which again I don't know. I didn't read the stupid introductory email. Yeah. I literally guessed 1 out of 7 right. 1 out of 7 I got right.
I am shared with everyone else.
Yeah. I was tied for last. I was tied for last.
So they know you didn't read the email. They're like, this guy didn't read.
Do you? It's my boss's boss's boss. They're probably not even gonna be around that long anyway.
Now they show up, they collect a couple $1 million, and they move on to a promotion elsewhere. It's crazy how that works.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, long story short, my guessing skills, dude. Not like if it's an educated guess. How many miles away is the sun? Okay, I could, let's sit down and let's scientifically figure this out, whatever. Okay, but if it's like
that's not a guess.
How many, whatever. How many cars are there in this Walmart parking lot? I don't know. Like if it's just a random guess, like
your perception. Well, I was asking a lot of ones that are really close to each other at the end. Dragon Ball since 1984 has 9.45 billion in total sales. Fortnite in the past 7 years has 9 billion. 450 million apart. And I can tell you, based off of the numbers they've produced, Fortnite makes like $100 million a month.
That's what I'm saying.
By the end of
this
year,
really
it'll pass Dragon Ball.
All of the collabs they've done and everything, I was really surprised at that.
It's insane. There's very few video games ahead of it. None since that time span. Real quick, because I think this one a little longer than maybe we planned. Here's the top 10 media franchises all time, starting with number 10. Okay, you ready? Number 10, as we already discussed, is Call of Duty, 31 billion. Number 9 is specifically the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with 32.3 billion. That makes sense.
Wow.
It's massive cultural impact.
I believe that. Mm-hmm.
Number 8 all time is Barbie, 33.9 billion.
Wow.
Number 7 is the Wizarding World, in parentheses Harry Potter, because now there's extra movies as well. 34.5 billion, bro.
Continue before I start. Continue.
When was that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 is a Japanese anime that we've not heard of called Anpanman or Anpanman. Probably Anpanman. It's been around since 1973. It eventually stopped in 2013. It grossed $38.4 billion all time. How have we not heard of this?
Must be good. Must be decent.
It has to be, right? So, all right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I keep forgetting what number we're on. Number 5 is the Disney Princess franchise. $45.4 billion all time.
They just gross all the princesses together?
I mean, that's... For what it's worth, like the Disney Princess line is a thing. Did you not see that as a kid? Well, you weren't really growing up around girls and stuff, so I had, I saw that.
I didn't say. No.
The Disney Princess line is a thing. So, yeah.
Okay.
Number 4, Star Wars. 46.7 billion of all time. And for what it's worth, Hello Kitty is 12. I was going to say, I thought Hello Kitty was on here. I called you the Sanrio Shogun earlier because I thought it was going to be mentioned. It's 12th all time.
Okay.
Number 3, Winnie the Pooh. Been around since 1924.
Finally a good one.
I agree.
Finally a good one.
Dude, that's kind of great that's number 3 all time. Almost all retail sales. Almost all of it. DVD and Blu-ray has done almost nothing. Box office has done almost nothing. It's almost all $48.5 billion from Winnie the Pooh merchandise.
Finally.
Number 2, any guesses? There's
Nope.
2 big ones I've not said.
I'm done. I'm not participating.
Redeem yourself. 2 biggest media franchises in the world. You can't name either of them?
Just Disney?
We've named Disney franchises. Count? Disney obviously doesn't count.
I don't know.
What's the biggest Disney franchise?
What do you mean? I don't know, because they consider the freaking princesses to be a franchise. I don't know.
Number 2 is Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Could have got that. Come on. Softball, bro. Crank that thing.
I wouldn't have.
Turn on it and crank it out of the park.
Stroke that thing, cuzzo.
Let that coochie breathe. Hands on your knee. 52.2 billion all time.
Billion.
Number 1. with almost as much as number 2 and number 3 combined. The number 1 media franchise of all time. Pokemon, boy. $88 billion since 1996. It's almost number 2 and number 3 combined are 90.1. Number 1 is 88.
Wow.
It like doubles up almost everything else. It's
and to be around not long compared to some of those in that list. Honestly.
No. It, in merchandise alone,
Wow.
has done 80.8. That alone makes it the highest grossing.
You've got 78 sitting on your shelf.
I wish, bro. Yeah, that's a good point. That's all Pokemon. These 2 shelves, all Pokemon. Dang. Okay, yeah, you're not wrong. So, I mean, that was the reason I was a little hyped to say that, right? So, there you go. Went a little longer than I thought, but kind of had fun going over that with you. I've always found that interesting. Pokemon's the highest grossing media franchise of all time. Nobody ever says what 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is, so you look up and it's kind of interesting. So
there you go.
I am a little weirded out by those Mario numbers. I want to see some further research.
They're wrong. They're wrong.
Gotta be wrong. Gotta be
literally wrong.
Gotta be wrong.
Don't believe you. I don't believe you.
So, anyways, you want to dive into my hot take of the week real quick? It's not that long.
Yeah.
Before we get into the subject.
First off, let's say
let's discuss.
You're probably thinking, what? He's got it again? Yeah, dude came begging. He's like, dude, please. We're gonna break the stigma, and I want it back to back weeks.
Please.
I think you're trying to make up for that sorry take of goldfish and whales.
Break.
Is this one any hotter?
It's just timely.
Oh my god. Give me a steamer.
You want a Stanley Steamer hot take?
Yes, call 1-800
2 weeks from now.
Steamer. Stanley
So I'll serve
Steamer,
one up.
you're a certified cleaner.
Is that what you think of the song ending as? I thought it was makes
One of
carpet
them is.
cleaner. Carpet's
One of
cleaner.
them is
That's
certified, one of them is carpet.
Okay, I knew that.
They had
I was
different
Is
ones.
that the one that comes to your mind first?
One of them says certified.
Interesting. Well, my ADHD just kicked in there. I'll serve up a Stanley Steamer of a hot take in 2 weeks if you so choose. I can think of some spicy crap. I'm just kind of going with the flow, bro.
Okay.
Thinking
You
like
said this is timely, so at
This
least
is
there's that
timely.
crunch on it.
It was provoked last night after it had been provoked multiple times throughout this month. Are you
Okay.
ready, sir?
Yeah.
The hot take of the week is, specifically,
Pacific.
the next time... What did you say?
Pacifically.
Oh, God. Dude, you cut it out like the first half of that word. I was like, what did you just say?
You know, I just randomly dropped that on you in the middle of your
I was
talking.
like, what did you just call me in the middle of our podcast?
Let his real feelings
My
out.
hot take? The hot take of the week is specifically the next time someone around you, in the next 10 days perhaps, or less by the time this airs, you're born on February 29th. That means you're 5 years old. Slap them in the face. Literally slap them in the face. The next time someone does that around you, say, Chaperian told me to do this. Right in the face. I'm not kidding.
Get out of jail free card. Yeah.
Because, well, there's so many reasons why I feel this way. First of all, it's way overplayed. Who hasn't heard this joke? Nonstop. Every February, every 4 years. No, shut up, God. Well, that means you're 5 years old. No, it doesn't. You've had 5 birthdays. You're not 5 years old. Stop saying that. It would be funny if we were like, yo, we didn't think this through and he's 5 years old. No, he's not 5 years old because he was born on February 29th, 20 years ago. Okay? He's had 5 birthdays. He is not 5 years old. It's overdone and you're not right. Therefore, it's not funny. Shut up. And I hope the next time you do that around somebody, you get slapped. I heard that on the NBA All-Star broadcast last night. Whoa, Tyrese Halliburton was born on February 29th. He's technically only 5. Really?
There should be crickets. Crickets should follow.
He's not technically 5. You're technically stupid. You're not funny. It's not funny. Stop. He's had 5 birthdays. Yeah. That is true. He is not 5 years old. You do not turn... I turn another year old every time I have a birthday. That is true for those of us born 365 out of 366 possible days. Yes. The reason why you turn another year old on your birthday is because another year has passed. I shouldn't have to explain this. Stop this. God. People born on February 29th are not, 4 years old while the rest of their classmates are 16. They've had 4 birthdays specifically. Stop this. Gosh. That's the hot take. You got any thoughts?
Dude, I was trying to see just now, like, there was something, a specific example not too long ago that I was like, this is not funny. That was going around everywhere.
Okay.
I'm trying to, I don't know. I was trying to see how to find it. Apparently, I tweet the word not, and I tweet the word funny a lot, surprisingly.
Not funny! That's a John Mulaney reference, if anyone out there who understands. Yeah.
Maybe I said isn't funny. But, dude, yeah, there are certain things that I'm like, this is just not, stop it.
Me every time Amy Schumer comes on my television screen.
Yeah.
It's just
that's
not funny. There's another guy I've been seeing all the time lately too, and he's just not funny either. I don't even know his name. I just recognize his face. Keep going, anyways. I'm sorry.
No, you keep going. Like I said, I was trying to find the thing.
I like making corny jokes and jokes that are so unfunny that they have to be funny. Like imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade.
A low taper fade.
Imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade.
Yes.
I think that's funny.
Here's one.
I don't even have to continue. Okay.
It was when I think it was like the first Germany game in the NFL, right?
Okay. Yeah, earlier this year.
That day.
Chiefs Dolphins?
That day. Waking up for the Germany game after watching college football till 2 a.m. because Colorado was on till like 2 a.m.
Yeah, they were.
We gained an hour that night. That was the hour we fell back.
Okay.
So we gained an hour of sleep. And that Germany game started at 9:30.
It was a fine time.
So even if you were up until 2:30 watching that game, you still got 8 hours of sleep.
8 hours, yeah.
Stop it. It's not funny. It's not true, and it's not funny.
Yeah, but
oh my God.
Twitter has now become constant just engagement baiting and engagement farming because now they can make $15 off of a tweet that gets 50 million views. So they're like, gotta do it. Mm-hmm. To a degree, I don't want to reach in someone else's pockets. I don't really blame you. But Twitter is just not what it used to be. It's just not.
Another one, dude.
We both agree. How many times have we seen those Mr. Beast videos on our timelines because he's getting paid for it? I like Mr. Beast. Hey, that dude could probably fix the world's problems with the way he spends his money. It's crazy.
Yep, he's great.
I don't need to see the same video on my For You page 20 times because Elon is pushing it really hard specifically. It's ridiculous. Keep going.
Another one, dude. Example? And the most recent one I did was, she called me Spider-Man because you'll never catch me without my Mary Jane. Weed jokes are perhaps, like, I know you're a loser. If you're posting it, if you're laughing at it, if you're reposting it, I know you're a loser. If you're laughing at weed jokes. You are addicted. It is an addiction. You are addicted, and you're a loser.
We don't need to push this. We don't need to push this. It's true, but you don't have to say it. Okay?
I just did. It's not funny. It's not.
It's a little overdone in modern society. I totally agree with you. It's a little overdone. That being said, it's not even the winner for most normalized addiction. That's caffeine. As a caffeine addict myself,
I don't want to hear it.
Also,
you can say it.
Jokes also aren't funny. Can we talk about that? Don't talk to me till I've had mine.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like, please be quiet.
Just tell me you're a terrible person. Just tell me you're a horrible person.
Right. Yes, I agree. So, yeah, I don't know. All I was gonna say earlier about the Ninja low taper fade thing was I like jokes that are so unfunny that they are funny. That like the elote buffet version of that. You said it yourself. Mm-hmm. If you don't know what the Ninja low taper fade trend is, you're probably over the age of 27.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Probably over the age of 27. Congratulations for not being on that side of the internet. It was a trend, but they were saying a low taper fade, and someone made it say elote buffet. Elote is Mexican street corn, like a buffet of that. And my wife and I cracked up with that for days. That's so not funny. Imagine if he got Mexican street corn buffet. Why is that funny? It's not funny, but it's so funny, bro.
Those are some of the best jokes. Literally
Turkey sandwich.
Turkey sandwich.
It's not funny.
Literally today I saw a TikTok, and it's perfect. You have to do it right, too. If it can be not funny, but you portray it wrong, and you are overdoing it, and then you ruin it. There's a TikTok. Is this dude? The camera's facing away from him. And there's a trash can. And it says general waste on a trash can. If it's up over to him, he goes. That's it. So stupid. I was like, great. Had you had you overreacted? Had you yes sir? Like, no, you're ruining it. But you had he did it perfectly. I was like, great.
That's pretty great. I love that.
General
Heck
waste.
yeah, man. All right, so 2 weeks from now, steamer of a hot take from Chaperian. The pressure's on.
Book it.
Got to get a real spicy one cooked up. I could definitely think of some. Probably going to be food related. That's where a lot of my spicy takes lie.
Shocking. Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyways, I've done a lot of the talking just because of the curveball and me having hot take this week. Do you want to intro us into this segment and get us started, perhaps, sir?
Yeah,
Our
we're doing
main
one
subject of the week.
We're doing one of our favorite things, which is just some lightning, pointless debates. Did one of these before, and this is my favorite thing to do, pal. It's my favorite thing to do. Mm-hmm. The other day when we were arguing on Twitter for 2 straight hours, it's one of my favorite things to do. Who cares? At the end of the day, who does? But it's so funny. It is so funny, dude. Her sister was a witch, right?
I ran out of things to reply to, and I just replied, Indianapolis Colts, primary color black. Which is a deep cut Hearn and Chaperian reference that no one on the planet understands except you and I.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? Indianapolis Colts, primary color black. That's all I do to say. I was like, I'm just sitting this and getting off. I'm done here.
So we're gonna do a few lightning debates here. This versus this. I'm gonna start off. I'm not gonna start off in order because I like our first one. We don't have to do it last.
Cool.
Oreos versus Chips Ahoy, buddy. God, I go back and forth so much.
Okay.
So give me your answer. Because I'm awful here.
Not even a question.
I literally today had Chips Ahoy. I'm not gonna shy away. Here's my thing.
Okay.
Base Oreos versus Chips Ahoy. Give me Chips Ahoy. I need double stuff.
Bro, what?
I need double stuff. I need the party size double stuff of Oreos.
No
Regular
shot.
Oreos are too thin. Regular Oreos are too thin.
Oh my.
Once you've tried double stuff, you never go back. They even got mega stuff and stuff now. Okay.
I agree that I don't prefer the original, but give me base level. Absolutely, I still take base level.
I'm taking Chips Ahoy, dude. I'm
Chips
telling you.
Ahoy are some of the most inferior chocolate chip cookies on the face of this earth. Abominations to God. He frowns upon us every time we eat one.
Anyone listening, if you're hating on Chips Ahoy, including you, because I bet you haven't done it yet, put them in your fridge. Let them get nice and cold. And dude, the cold
make them get harder. They're like hard as a rock. Yes. You could probably kill a man with a refrigerated Chips Ahoy.
No, they're not.
If you threw a refrigerated Chips Ahoy as a frisbee, it's probably going through someone's skull.
Do you dip them in milk as you?
I don't buy them because they suck.
My
wife likes them.
Dip them in milk.
If I were to eat a Chips Ahoy, yes, I would dip it in milk.
You're not dipping. I've put them in the freezer. You're not dipping a frozen Chips Ahoy in milk, and it's hard. The milk softens it up.
You got to soak that thing.
Dude, I do.
I soak my Oreos for what it's worth.
I do 1, 2, 3, and it's a full dunk. One hold, 2, 3.
On my Oreos, I grab as little as possible. I'm barely holding onto the edge, and I put my whole thing in there.
Yep.
Sometimes I get my little fingertips in the milk. My wife hates me when I do that. She won't have it anymore. I'm sorry.
Put your fingertips in there.
I'm gonna murder you the next time you do one of that. All right. It's your podcast. You can say what you want. Except no, you can't on that.
You said it. You did. You know what
you called me female genitalia earlier during my hot take.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. That's how it sounded. I'm just messing around. Anyways, I do that, and I wait until the Oreo is like mush, almost like falling up, cannot hold itself.
Oh God,
that's great. It's great.
But
just a minor firmness to it. And I'll wait until it's just a little. I'm like, perfect. I gotta drop it right in my mouth. So I have to soak my Oreos for 30 seconds each.
Oh my God, that's soggy. Did you let your cereal soak?
It's not literal soggy. It's just as soon as it loses its firmness, right? Just like I like my bacon, right as soon as it'll hold itself up.
Right.
Okay? I like my Oreo the exact instant it can no longer hold itself up. I don't want it to be like literal mush in my hands, but I want it to like have a little like floppiness to it. You know
so sincerely for a moment, how long are you dunking that Oreo? Like 2-3 seconds probably? 1,000, 2, 1,000. That's a long time.
It's way more than that. It's 15 to 20 seconds in Oreo.
No way. It takes you 3 minutes to eat 8 Oreos?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my
to eat them the way I want to anyways, yeah. And I get pissed off whenever I get them and they're still like, I'm like, not what I wanted. Dang it. Add that to the list of things we act like babies about. Not what I wanted. Dang it.
You
so
try and go.
Nah,
try to go
bro.
in unbiased because that is such a thing. And I
Okay.
of all things, whenever in these situations, you have to try to go in not biased. You can't go in saying, I know I'm gonna hate this, but because he told me to, I'm gonna try it.
I don't
do
hate
that.
them. I just
know.
find them inferior.
Don't go in saying, I know I'm not gonna like this as good. Whatever you want to say. Don't go in knowing you're gonna do it. Go in, give it an honest try.
I'm good at
put
that.
them in your
I'm good at
fridge.
that.
Okay, put them in
Question.
your fridge. If you don't like them better, that's fine. But don't say they're bad because they aren't good.
Do Chips Ahoy crack your top 5 chocolate chip cookies you've ever had in your entire life?
I don't know if I can name 5 others. What are you
Talking
talking
like
about?
homemade brands. So there's like right off the bat, Pillsbury, Toll House. Okay?
I normally
From
only get
scratch
12
from your mom. Midnight or Insomnia cookies. Crumble cookie has 2 chocolate chip cookies, one of which is amazing, the other one of which is still very good. It's like there's so many chocolate chip cookies. There's Keebler.
My opinion on
There's
this
Chips Ahoy
doesn't much
soft,
matter.
Chips Ahoy like different flavors. Like base Chips Ahoy, bro, are topping your top 5. There's no way.
My opinion on this doesn't much matter because other than Chips Ahoy, Toll House, and or my wife's homemade chocolate chip cookies, I don't eat many chocolate chip cookies because I want M&M cookies 9
I
times
love
out of
them
10.
cookies. They're good.
So
Do you have a crumble cookie near you?
we do. We've just never obviously I know they always have chocolate chip cookies. They always have 2 or 3 flavors, right? But then
Kinda
I'm trying to
frustrating the way they
wait.
do it, but
I keep trying to wait until there's more than that I want.
Mm-hmm.
But I can never really how often do they rotate? It's every week or something. They rotate.
It's every
the flavors?
week, and they're closed on Sundays. So it's 6 days a week they're open. Sunday, I guess they're prepping for Monday. So I don't. They change up every now and then. They did for a while do regular chocolate chip every week and also pink frosted sugar cookie every week. But then I think they changed to sugar cookie. I'm not a sugar cookie fan at all.
No, not when there's chocolate chip and M&M involved. No,
They changed and rotated every other week with chocolate chip with semi-sweet chocolate chip. Their semi-sweet chocolate chip is one of the 2 or 3 best cookies I've ever had from there. Amazing. Okay. I'm so angry they don't have it all around. So if you're gonna get crumble, I think they're still doing it every other week. Check. Semi-sweet chocolate chip is what you want, not regular.
Do it.
Check on the app.
See, and this is what I'm gonna do. This is how easy it is. I haven't tried that. I will try that. That's all you
I'm
gotta
not
do.
paying money for frozen Chips Ahoy. I don't even keep sweets in my house for me. I don't even eat a lot of sweets. I'm gonna spend $7 in the year of our Lord 2024 American economy on a package of Chips
It's
Ahoy.
probably $3.48. It's probably less than $4.
In the year of our Lord 2024? No way. In this economy?
I gotta
in
save
the
that money for all
post-
my G Fuels.
Swear to God, I gotta have at least 2 a day. Yes. freaking
Don't talk to me
swear.
until I've had my G Fuels.
I never said that. I never will. Hashtag not a sponsor. Hashtag should be. Hashtag could be.
my
Hit us
God.
up, G Fuel.
Hey, pick the next one.
Fruits versus veggies. Is this the only one we're gonna agree on? I think it might.
Maybe
be.
not. Maybe not.
Dude, there's
What do you think I'm gonna say?
way,
What do you think I'm
bro.
gonna say? It's
I would have
100%
thought you were gonna say
veggies.
fruits.
It's veggies, dude. Veggies all day.
Guys,
Lettuce.
it's been a pleasure doing the Headaches and Hot Takes podcast for the last 29 episodes with you all. I've really enjoyed it, but that's the end of it.
Lettuce is sincerely one of my. If lettuce, yeah, good. You can't hear me. You suck so
I can
bad.
now. I can now. What'd you say?
I was trying to say you suck so bad. I was gonna go on a
Suck
rant.
it, Chaperian.
Lettuce, if it were considered like a food, just like a food, lettuce would be one of my favorite foods of all time. I love lettuce, dude.
What? You're
Lettuce-
picking
dude,
veggies
a
over
nice-
fruit because of lettuce?
Wait till you hear my second entry. Onions. Onions, dude.
They're the flavor of the earth. That's fine.
I could bite a raw onion. I could eat
That's
a raw
too
I'm
far.
The Grinch.
That's foul.
I'm the Grinch, baby. I love
That's illegal.
onions.
I'm going to call the
Illegal.
FBI. That's too far.
I've recently grown to love tomatoes, green beans, potatoes. Dude,
Green beans,
what are you
potatoes,
saying?
tomatoes. Tomatoes are a fruit, first of all.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Tomatoes are one of
Wait,
my
are they?
favorites. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they have seeds. That's right. What is it? There's one that's
Is that the reason why? I
pumpkin?
don't know why it is, but it is a fruit.
Is it pumpkin? There's something that most people don't consider it. They consider it to be a blank, but it's really a blank. I think it's pumpkin. I think pumpkin's
Kind of weird.
technically a
Pumpkin's
fruit.
definitely a gourd, and I think gourds are vegetables like eggplants and stuff.
There is something that is like everybody
Well, I
thinks
know
it's a
like
vegetable, but
blueberries aren't a berry, strawberries aren't a berry, and I don't think raspberries
not
are a
that.
berry either. So it's like we call a lot of things the wrong thing. So
A pumpkin, from a botanist perspective, is a fruit because it produces
Interesting.
seeds.
the seeds are why, huh?
Which I don't like pumpkin anyway.
I love pumpkin.
Still
It's
give me
definitely fruits all day
potatoes,
for me, bro.
potatoes, green beans,
I hate green
onions,
beans. I hate green
lettuce.
beans since I was
Oh,
a baby. Hated them since I was a
what
child.
is wrong with you?
I've tried to retry them. It is on my list. The list is smaller than it's ever been of things I just straight up cannot stand. Green beans, onions, mustard, and pickles. I've grown on onions. I can do them a little more than I used to be able to. I can do mustard a little more than I used to be able to. But green beans and pickles are disgusting.
Whoever's first off, you got one specific viewer screaming in agreement with you right now that pickles suck.
Do I? Yeah, I do. I do have one. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, I heard that
Y'all
on
need
Twitter. Yes, I
y'all
have.
need
They're
to grow up.
terrible. Shout
Y'all need to
out.
grow up. There's no way you've tried the different types of pickles because yes, some
I
pickles are
retried them
gross.
recently.
If
I've
you
tried
want
dill
a
and bread and
flavor,
butter in the past 3 years, and
If
still
you don't
hate
like
them.
sour, they've
Still
got
hate them.
sweet. If you don't like small, they got big. If you don't like whatever, there is a pickle that
I
you
just
like.
don't
There
like
is.
them. I just don't like them. I don't think they
I
serve
don't
a
understand.
positive purpose.
Who is making your green beans that you don't like green beans?
I've hated them since I was a literal baby. My mom says it's the only baby food I wouldn't eat. I retried them again
insane.
as an adolescent. Hated them. I was quick story, promise. My grandfather is like a garbage disposal. I think a lot of people's grandfathers are that way. He'll eat anything, right? Mm-hmm. Love him. It's Pawpaw. We talked about Pawpaw a little bit. Love you, Pawpaw.
Shout out, Pawpaw.
He probably does not remember this. I can actually guarantee he does not remember this. I got to pick my dinner one night. They're like, pick a frozen something, right? I picked like a frozen steak burrito. Okay? I was like, this is interesting. Cool.
Sounds disgusting.
I was like 8 or 9. Okay?
Sounds disgusting. If this is where you're gonna slander green beans because they were part of a frozen burrito,
It is.
This doesn't count.
No,
That's
listen, you
disgusting.
slut!
That's disgusting.
Listen to the
Doesn't
story.
count.
Listen to the story. It's like a Mexican burrito. There weren't green beans in it. I double checked in the ingredients, okay? I'm eating it. I take like 2 bites and I'm like, this tastes like green beans. And my mom and my dad are like, oh, bull crap. It's in your head. One of my least favorite things to be told about food, by the way. It's in your head. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's disgusting. I'm not eating this. They're like, fine, don't eat then. I was like, I promise you it tastes like green beans. They wouldn't eat it. I'm like, I'll give it to Pawpaw. Won't tell him anything. Won't tell him anything. This man, this legend. I was like, you want to try this steak burrito? Sure. Takes a bite, and he makes a weird face. He's like, he likes green beans. My mom, my dad, and I were like, what's up? He said, it tastes like green beans. I'm like, let's go! Yes! Let's go!
Shocking.
I hate them so bad that there was something random cooked in such a way that tastes like green beans. And I'm like, this is disgusting. I hate green beans. I don't like them at all.
The green beans in a frozen
There weren't green beans. There were not green beans in it.
Dude, what?
There weren't green beans in it. I told you that. No, it just tasted like it for some reason. It was weird. I don't know what it was. It was a frozen burrito over a decade ago.
A frozen steak burrito sounds disgusting. I'm sure it did taste gross.
It was bad, yeah.
If it tasted gross and that gross specifically equaled what you believe to be green beans, I promise you.
And my grandfather.
Shout out your mother, but unfortunately she was apparently cooking green beans wrong because green beans.
She didn't cook them that much because my dad wasn't that fond on them. It got to where like my mom and my sister loved them to death, and they would start making them for stuff. But like,
so name me.
I
I named off
baby.
like 5 heavy hitter. I named off like 5 heavy hitter vegetables. I believe. Name me 4 fruits that
you're
you love.
insane if you don't think I could do that.
Give me.
Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries.
I know
bananas,
you can name
peaches,
4 fruits.
mangoes,
Nobody.
oranges,
The
amazing
common person,
fruits. Every one of those.
The common person doesn't eat peaches regularly. They don't eat blackberries or raspberries regularly. They might eat strawberries. Might.
Congrats to the common person. Who cares? Yeah, fruits don't go with meals. We have vegetables as side dishes.
You have pies and stuff. Could be fruits.
Yeah. That's dessert.
Okay, you're not wrong. First off, I think it greatly depends on the meal because breakfast/lunch, you're much more likely to see fruits. Dinner is where the vegetables come to play.
Every single day during the work week.
Dinner is where the vegetables come to play.
I have vegetables most weeks, most days of the week too. I prefer broccoli and carrots. Those are my two favorite vegetables.
Yeah, I didn't even mention those two.
Those are my two favorites. Yeah, those are the best. The psycho part about it is that we've mentioned it before. I prefer them raw, bro. I like them raw better than I like them cooked.
When you go blankety blank floors down in your building and you
in the biggest. That's a Headaches and Hot Takes deep cut. If you know, you know.
Oh my god! I cannot believe Fruits versus Veggies. I cannot believe it.
Fruits are so much better. Dude. To me. I love fruits, bro. I will sit here and drink Bolthouse Farms drinks or like homemade smoothies all day, not even eat if I didn't have to sometimes.
Smoothies are fantastic.
Smoothies are legendary. Unreal.
I'm going to counter that with two words. Mashed potatoes. Like, they ain't beat mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are
great.
Out. It's one of your top 5 favorite of all time. I'm not even, like, heated over this. I like veggies just fine. And it's like, the two best tasting vegetables are potatoes and corn, and they both have almost no nutrition.
I didn't even say corn. Dude, you've listed so many that are, like...
They have, like, no nutritional value for you.
Some people's favorite food is corn. Or because all the
elote buffet.
Elote buffets. Dude, it's
yeah, man.
God.
I'm picking fruits all day.
Insane.
I had a banana this morning. I had strawberries with my lunch. Raspberries are my favorite. Blackberries are probably my second favorite. Blueberries are right there. I like them with yogurt. I'm having fruit regularly, like all the ones I mentioned. I'm having at least 5 regularly. So it's like maybe I'm in a minority.
Being what again? What
I'm having 5 fruits regularly, being raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, bananas.
I promise you 4 of those 5 the average person has not had in 2 months. I'm not saying that's
bananas and strawberries?
Strawberries would be the most. Strawberries would be the most out of this. Blackberries.
Bananas is the best-selling fruit in the United States, I think.
Right. Bananas, yeah, that's what I said. Bananas is like, I'll give you all day. Blackberries... Raspberries, I think you said.
Raspberries, yeah, raspberries are the ones that are probably the weirdest because like it's my literal favorite fruit. Raspberry flavored anything is like my favorite.
I'm not saying they're bad, dude. I sincerely love everything you've mentioned, but give me the veggies, dude. Give me the veggies.
I hear you. I'm not pissed at that answer. Hopefully you're not pissed at mine, but hey, feel free to disagree. Right? Hey. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do. Here.
I'm gonna pick one that I don't think we'll agree on.
Want to do one more?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got 3 more, but we should just do one more. We'll save the other 2.
I think let's do 2 because the one we'll just make really short.
Okay.
Pudding versus Jello. I will admit I'm a pudding hater.
Thank you. I was like, just admit this from the beginning, bro.
I like eating globs of poop. I love it. It looks like globs of poop.
Doesn't smell or taste like poop, bro.
It looks like poop. Drano. It looks like poop. It looks disgusting. The texture of it is regurgitated food. That's what I imagine regurgitated food looks like.
It's the best. I love the texture, bro.
Jello,
so good.
Like, sincerely, like I don't. Who likes going to the hospital? Nobody. Whenever you bring me my Jello as I'm sitting in the hospital, I'm like, thank God, Jello. Dude, Jello is so good. You can't choke on it. Which is so random, but it's a pro. It's a pro. It's sliding down.
Can't choke on Jello?
Dude, I would think, I mean, you might, sit there for a second, but you could probably, the things that Jello come in, you could probably put a whole one in your gullet, and it just goes, whoop. It's great.
Is that a real scientific fact? You can't choke on Jello?
No, I'm sure you technically can. But...
Well, this is the Scientific Facts podcast, so don't say stuff that isn't true, herniator. No. I'm kidding.
All the different flavors of Jello. How many flavors of pudding are you eating?
Enough.
Chocolate, there's no way you're eating more than 3.
Tapioca, which is the variant of vanilla. That's fine. That's all I'm good.
So many different flavors of Jello, dude.
Banana pudding.
Give me Jello.
Butterscotch.
Jello. Banana pudding, I will take. Banana pudding's not
You like
bad.
butterscotch? Like butterscotch
I don't think I've ever had butterscotch. I love butterscotch, like the candies. I don't know if I've ever had butterscotch pudding.
Butterscotch pie, bro. It's got like a butterscotch pudding fill. My wife's grandfather, it's his favorite thing. So we have it at Thanksgiving. It's unreal. It's got some saltiness to it. It's amazing.
Every Thanksgiving, my wife's family bakes different pies, different cakes, whatever. They're really big into baking. They've always made a chocolate pudding pie, and ever since I came into the family, they have to make another dessert because they know I won't eat it. They know I will not.
Are you insane?
No.
Because it's pudding.
It's
Can you just not get over the visual?
On
It looks like poop
chocolate
or
pudding
bird
on
food.
bread crust. Yummy.
Yes,
No.
correct.
No.
Delicious.
That's not yummy. That's
It
not
sounds
yummy.
great. I
dude.
wish I had some downstairs. Bro. Swear to God.
There's so many things so much better than that. Oh my God.
Jello is not one of them. I can
Jello's
never have
better.
Jello again for the rest of my life and be just fine.
Okay, same.
Easily.
But same.
Pudding I'd be a little sad about. I almost shipped you 72 cups of pudding, and
is
Amazon
true.
messed up and didn't let me send it.
Yeah.
That's a real fact.
it was-
I tried to send him 72 cups of pudding, and the Amazon listing messed up.
I wouldn't cry about never eating Jello or pudding again. I honestly couldn't care, but give me Jello.
That's crazy, bro. Sound off on Twitter /X at HeadacheSPod. Let us know. Pudding or
Especially
Jello?
this last
What
one.
do you all think?
Especially this last one.
Okay. I think we're gonna be on the opposite sides of this one too. We're on the
We
same
might
side of
be.
any of these, bro.
This is one that I waffle on a lot though. The hit is
Okay. Would you rather be at the beach or at a swimming pool?
What do you guys say?
I'd rather be at the beach. I would.
Yes. Okay.
Good, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
dude.
You're not so bad after all, Herniator.
Yeah. Yeah. All
You're
right,
not so
kid.
bad.
Yeah. All right.
You know,
all
we're
right.
cool, bro.
Yeah.
Give me
yeah.
the
Put it all behind us.
destination, the sun. It doesn't look like I get a lot of sun. I promise I enjoy it when I do. Give me the aesthetic. The vibes are usually good. And here's the thing. I'm actually a little bit beached out because I just went so often for so long. I'm committed to, if possible, taking a year off from the beach this year. I don't want to go this year. I'll do something else. But if I have to go to the beach again, woe is me. I'll be just fine, and the doctor doesn't think it's going to be fatal. I'm going to be just fine if I have to go to the beach, right? It's a great time versus a swimming pool. It's like, it's the same water. People are just in it, and it's just, like, don't get me wrong. The ocean is not the fountain of youth. But there's just something about, like, that's just nature out there versus this is a swimming pool with chlorine and flies, and it's fine. I'm not hating, but the beach is such a better experience to me. Throwing football and stuff in the sand,
Yes.
all about it, bro.
Or in the water, or in the ocean,
Or in the
Tossing
water.
ball around.
Yes, sir.
One of those ones that skip on the water. Those are fun.
I like the Nerf Weather Blitz, bro. It's an untouchable football.
Ooh,
Elite
okay.
outdoor football selection.
Radical.
It's radical.
I would say now This is,
Radical.
drink it.
Drink it.
I would specifically say if I'm taking a trip with friends and it's like, okay, we're either going to go to the beach and not have a pool. If we go to the water we have available is the ocean, or we can stay at a house with a pool. I'm probably picking the house with a pool if it's with friends, because then you can play pool basketball, pool volleyball, do whatever you want to do. Just lounging, not floating on the pool.
Really?
I do like
I'd fight you there even.
there's more to do, I think, on a pool. So I will fight for pools because you can, like, again, you can just lounge on it if you want. Obviously, get in and swim. You can literally exercise if you want. Pool basketball, me and my brother, my brother
I love
made
pool
me
basketball.
bleed. My brother made me bleed one time playing pool basketball. We would go hard playing pool basketball.
That's crazy, bro.
I was holding the ball, and he was trying to rip it away from me so hard, it just kept on rubbing up on me, and eventually it literally rubbed me raw, and I was bleeding.
Dang. Boxing you out
We were-
hard, bro.
We were committed to the bit, bro. So yeah, me personally, beach, 10 times out of 10, dude. Ask anyone who knows me. I love the beach. I would live on the beach. Love it.
There you go. Yeah, okay. We ended agreeing on one.
Yeah.
Can't believe you picked veggies over fruits. I guess I might be
It
in the
is.
minority there and just not realize. I'd rather have fruits, bro.
I don't know. I don't know who would be in the minority there. That might be poll worthy, but I wouldn't be surprised if I am, because I feel
Yeah.
like some people, I feel like it's more
tough.
often that you hear, I don't like green beans. I don't like lettuce. I don't like onions. I think you hear that more often than I don't like apples.
I've known one person
No.
ever who straight up does not like fruit, whereas there's a lot of people who don't like veggies as
Right.
a classification. And that person who didn't like fruit, that's a discussion for another day. So,
Okay.
real quick, rapid fire. Oreos versus Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
Oreos. Pudding versus Jello.
All day, Jello.
All day pudding. Easy peasy. Fruits versus veggies.
Give me that lettuce and onion, baby.
Even more all day fruits. Lettuce is a psycho answer. Beach versus swimming.
Give me the beach.
Give me the beach. Let's go to the
beach.
beach.
Nicki
Minaj.
Minaj.
Pal, anything else you have to say?
That's all I got, pal.
Where can they find us on TikTok? Have you learned the name yet?
Nope.
At Headaches and Hot Takes on TikTok. At Headaches Pod on Twitter.
That's it. That's what we got.
Good day, baby.
Oh my
See you next
God.
time. Catch us on Twitch next Saturday. Bye.
Peace.